Hi guys, I'm Justin Z and I'm showing you how to use Photoshop. Today I'm going to show you how to take a picture of Brad Pitt's face and superimpose Angelina Jolie's face onto Brad Pitt's face. Now, the reason why I do this is because I got a request from a Mahalo fan who has seen pictures on the internet of other people's faces on other actors' faces, like Anne Hathaway on a guy's face and all kinds of weird things like that. So he wanted to know how to do it, and I'm going to show you how. It's pretty simple, pretty fast, and we'll get right to it. First thing we want to do is take Angelina Jolie's face and we want to isolate the important images, the important parts of the image, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So the way I'm going to do this is grab the polygonal lasso tool and I'm going to make a selection around the face. But notice I'm only going around the most essential parts. No cheekbones, no chin. I'm not going to touch any of that, just the important parts. The eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, and the lips. So almost done. Just got to get it over. And there we go. So once I made the selection, I'm going to right click and select layer via copy. That gives me a separate layer of her face, which is right there. And now what I want to do is take the move tool and put it over onto the Brad Pitt face. So you simply click and drag onto the other image, and there we go. We're done. No, we're not done. Okay, so first thing I want to do is make it a little bigger and rotate it so it'll fit over the contours of Brad Pitt's face. So Command and Control T. We're going to rotate it a little bit and make it a tad larger because these eyes are too small on the head. Press and hold Shift when you do it. That way the proportions stay the same. Right about there. And feel free to be a little liberal about the placement of the lips and the nose, things like that, just so covering up the facial expressions of the original picture is hidden. Now we have to blend it in. So the first thing we're going to do is grab the eraser tool, which is right here, or press the hotkey E, and make sure that your opacity and flow are at 100% and the mode is on brush, and just start brushing away. And it won't be perfect, but you'll notice that it's going to start to fit in pretty well. So just be super careful about how you do this. And keep erasing around till you get it where you like it. The blur definitely helps blend it in a lot better, but you'll notice that there's a pretty obvious difference in color, and we want to get rid of that and basically blend in the rest of this image so it looks natural. Okay, so that looks pretty good and pretty terrifying. Let's go ahead and transform that again. This time I'll use, let's see, we'll try distort. Edit, transform, distort, make the eyes a tad smaller and not too high up on his forehead. Maybe a little bigger. It's hard because you want to try and make it look, as ridiculous as this is, you want to try and make it look natural to the actual face. So bring that up just a little bit. That should be good enough. Okay, now what we want to do is make changes to the color composition. So we're going to go up to Image, Adjustments, and we'll start with Hue and Saturation. We're going to up the saturation a little bit so it matches with the color as best as possible, and up the lightness just a tad. There we go. And now it's getting pretty close, but we want to change the color balance. So Image, Adjustments, Color Balance. Add a little red in there. Yeah, it's getting a lot closer now. Add in a tad bit of yellow. And a tad bit of magenta as well to help it blend in. There we go. Take away a little red. That's a little too much. Press OK. And then go back once again to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. It's a little oversaturated, so we're going to drop it just a tad bit. There we go. Press OK. Now, we want to do one more thing. You can see that a little bit of the original person's nose is showing up, as you can see. You can also do this to compare and contrast where the eyes are in proportion to the eyes on the original image. So what I want to do is select the background, zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to grab the healing brush tool, or to make things really fast, the spot healing brush tool, and simply click over the area where the nose is, and also click and drag. You can do that too, and it makes the nose disappear. You can also look to see there might be a little bit of eyebrow going on over here. Nope, that's fine. And it's pretty well centered. So there's definitely other things you can do that will help with this to get it as perfected as possible. Like his lip is pretty obvious. So I'm just going to go back to the layer and change the opacity to 50%. Right about there, should do. And just erase the upper lip just a little bit. See, that definitely helps blend it in. You can do it a little bit with the nose as well, and that'll help it kind of match. And that's pretty good. I basically melded Angelina Jolie's face onto Brad Pitt's head, and it looks freaky and unnatural, but as far as a picture goes, it doesn't look obviously photoshopped, other than the fact that that's obviously Brad Pitt's head with Angelina Jolie's face. And it's terrifying. But hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions regarding this, or if you want me to do another face mashup, or any questions regarding Photoshop, please send me an email to request@mahalo.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.